Hey guys, welcome back. I'm about to just do a little bit more work on this frag system. So I took off the lid. I got the lid here. What I'm gonna do is put a little something in there. But I got this black, what is it? Felt sheets. It's actually what is it? Durable, water resistance, art and craft making. So what I'm gonna do with this, I'm actually gonna put this behind the sump back there. So I'm gonna put on the outside of the sump. So then it looks black, so you don't see any of the cords or anything that might be going through like down this way. So it doesn't look like you see all these cords going through the back of the sump area, because I'm gonna have everything on this side. So I'm gonna empty this all out. I'm gonna put these surge protectors that I have here, which basically gives me 6 outlets each. So these are the ones that are going to go into the cabinet. This surge protector is going to be on the outside of the cabinet, drawing the power in. I'll plug these two into here, and these will be actual the surge protectors inside the cabinet. So either way, they're water safe. I'm going to put the computer up here with the basically power bar this way. So there's going to be 3 power bars here. And you can see right here, I went to top plastics already. So I got this plastic sheet right here, 25 by 20 or 20 by 25. It's gonna go back here like that. I'm gonna mount it there. And that way when I do cutting or anything, if anything gets behind the wall here, we're all good. But what I did here, you can see these suction cups. So I got this piece of acrylic that they cut for me. It's 19 by 3. So 19 inches long, 3 inches in height. And what I did was, you can see here with the suction cup. So I take a little suction cup here, and then I basically just cut the one side this way, one side this way. It creates a little bit of a straight edge here. And then I just, just drill in, and you can see how it's knotted in. So I just drill in the side from one left, one right, kind of creating like a V shape. And then you can see I just put the suction cup in. I can peel it back this way, and then it locks into place. You see, it doesn't come out or anything. And then what I'm gonna do is place that in here, so it creates like a border. So you can see here, it's gonna go in like this, like so. You see that? And it creates a suction, like right there. So see how it's solid right there? And basically it's nice and tight right there. It doesn't actually move out of place. It's gonna stay where it's at, see? So it's not like I'm scratching the front or anything. It's just right there. And then that way I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with gravel, or you can say crushed coral. And probably a little bit of just a little bit of rubble rock right here. So if I put any mushrooms or anything, it just holds it in place. So if I ever want to move it, I just move it out and I unsuction it. It's got a little little tab right here. I can just pull the suction off. There it is, and I just take it off. So, it's just something I just do. It's not on tight all the way. So just again, you put it like that, and you can always, adjust it to wherever you need it. And if you wanted to do another one this way, you can, but definitely you don't want it that way. And see, it just holds it in place. Once you put the rubber rock in there and stuff, it's not going to go anywhere. And doesn't scratch the front, doesn't do anything. And it just fits perfectly. So it's basically going to be like that, something like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And be getting to work on it right now, guys, and be back in a bit. Okay, so you can see, basically I took off the plastic film, and you can see the suction cup is right there. So see, when I put it in, it's basically suction right there. See, it gives me movability in the front. Right when I let go, it just tightens up. You see that? I don't know if you can see, but it just goes right up to it. Boom. See, so it doesn't move it or anything, and it won't scratch it or nothing like that. It just makes it nice and tight. There it is. See, so I can make sure it's all nice and straight if I want, just like about right there. So that's how it's gonna look. And then this side right here is gonna be just all rubble rock and crushed coral first with a little bit of rubble rock and stuff, just so it gives it a little bit of, area where you can say some good beneficial bacteria is gonna bloom, this and that, and I can just stir it around and stuff like that, make sure there's no detritus when I do the tank cleaning here and there. But that's where it's gonna be basically crushed coral with a little bit of rubber rock at the end. Probably put a little piece of live rock right here, because I'm just gonna have maybe a gem tank just in here, just circulating itself in there, swimming around, and just making sure there's no algae or any thing actually growing out. But gem tang is probably the only fish that I'm gonna have in here. So you see this is a little area right here is gonna be for, yeah, just a cool little idea. You can see where it's notched out there, and you can see how it goes in there in that little V shape. It's plugged in there. It doesn't come out. Once it's in there, it's in. So that's it for right here, and let's start getting some equipment installed. All right, guys. Okay, guys, so now we're in the cabin. I'm going to start doing some work, and I'm going to go ahead and took out the Proflex Mini, and I think I'm going to go ahead and mount that here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount that there, and I'm actually going to bore a hole here so the electrical connections can actually come out through here. I'm going to bore another hole here where I marked it, like right about there. So then that way, you know, it's just about there. So that way I can take the plugs, bring them in through here, the ones that are down below. If I need to put the power pockets here, I can have it go, the power cord go here, and then it can pop out through here and just nicely connect and come down and connect and come down and connect. Rather than having all this spaghetti here, 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 it'll just come out through the back and stuff like that, and I can just have it organized. So that's my plan, but I'm gonna go ahead and just mount this guy right here for now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the dosing bracket right about there. So the dosing bracket will be there, and that way the bubble magnets will be right there underneath the dosing. You can see the pre-drilled out holes right there for dosing. And I'm gonna go ahead and have that, and then I'm gonna just draw the lines behind here, and it'll just come down here or just come out here, whatever. You know, I'll figure it out. But basically that's what I'm gonna do right now, and let's get these things installed. All right, guys, so I already got the Proflex Mini computer system installed right here. So you can see the control panel there. And I'm gonna go ahead and just bore a hole here because I'm actually gonna have the ATO controller here. And then all the lines are going to be going into there. The probe lines can go into there, and then it'll just funnel its way out through here into wherever it needs to go back there. But that way it gives it a cleaner look, so we're not having all these cords just dangling. And then I'm going to bore another hole like right here where all the power cords are going to go in. So it's going to go in like that, up like that into there. And yeah, so there's that. And then I'm going to go ahead and install the power bars right now. All right, guys, now the power bars are in. So you can see I got the one right here for the GHL, and then I got the two power bars right here, because believe it or not, I'm practically going to use almost all of them except maybe these 4 at the end, but who knows? You'd be surprised how many plugs you need. But now I'm going to go ahead and just place where I'm going to place the other two things, but there it is right there, and we'll be back. So that's where the Tunzi oscillator is going to be going, the 3155. So basically just right there, I'm gonna probably bore a hole here, plug it there so these lines run here, and then there's gonna be a bigger hole, maybe a little bit lower, like right there where these things are actually gonna go into there. But other than that, gives you an idea of where it's at, and let's get it moving. All right, guys, so now the bubble magnets dosing pump is in. You can see I already got the bracket installed here, obviously, and it's holding it up nice and flush down there. I got the actual extra dosing pumps up right above it. So this is going to be calcium, alkalinity, magnesium, and then you're going to have basically whatever is going to be up here, maybe sulfur, maybe a little bit of some trace elements, who knows, maybe a little bit of boron. I'm just going to see whatever the system needs, get the water going, and then what I do is just wait a little bit, you know, let it go for like maybe a couple months time before I do the ICP test, just to understand what the elements what elements are still not being consumed in the water or being consumed, and then that way I can understand what other elements I'll need to dose. In the future, I'll actually probably put a couple smart doses here from Ecotech or maybe Red Sea. I don't know. I'm still debating on which ones I'll be getting. That way I can dose maybe some iodide once a week, maybe a little bit of something once a week like vanadium. It's just a matter of what the consumption rate is. But other than that, this is where this is at, and let's move on. All right, guys, now I went ahead and just put on that black padding in the back right there, so it looks all blacked out. So if there are any cords or anything that go behind it, you won't be able to see it. It doesn't look like all this spaghetti going across it or anything when it drops down here to there. And I think it just looks better too. But that's it for today on this part 3. Basically getting an outlook on what's going on here. And I'm going to put an emergency battery backup right here. It's going to be the Ecotech emergency battery backup. and that way I can have probably these two or one or something connected to it. But other than that, that's it for this part 3, showing you everything that I've done so far. And on part 4, we'll have everything basically all plugged in, and hopefully we get some water in here. I don't know, we'll see. But definitely done for this part here. And all right, guys, peace, and patience and stability is key. Patience and stability. All right, guys, peace out.